Jones, it is beautiful to be alive. What's up, everybody? How all you guys are having a great start to your Friday. I don't want to waste any of you guys' precious time. You know what today's episode is about. So without further ado, guys, welcome to a very special edition of Main Event Baseball with Ryan on YouTube with my special guest, none other, right-handed pitcher for the Boise Hawks and Colorado Zone, Murphy Geinger. Murphy, thanks for taking your morning.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
So a little, some of you know a little bit about Murphy, so that's great, but Murphy, just tell us a little about yourself.
Right-handed pitcher from Colorado, Castle Rock, Colorado. Went to school at Northern Colorado, the Bears with Mike Anderson, and then this is my first year in indie ball, so technically I guess I'm a rookie. But yeah, just been loving it ever since, and now we're here.
And actually, there is a funny thing why I host Murphy. He is good friends with my very first host player all the way back from 08, the Opitz family. So shout out the Opitz family on that. They're watching. So, all right, Murphy, we're going to get into the questions, of course. The first question is, what is something that is unique about you?
Unique about me? I think it's because I'm a nerd. I think I'm a little bit of a nerd. I like comic books. I like video games.
Even Rocky agrees with that. You can tell Rocky with me.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a nerd. You don't expect that from baseball.
No, you don't.
So I think that's the most unique thing about me.
I told him the other day that, you're never too old to read comic books. So, but going into that, then if you're a comic book, what is your favorite comic book?
I'd probably say Spider-Man or Nightwing.
He has good choices. I've read Nightwing. It's actually a really good book, so comic book. But well, we're going to go from that to a pretty more bigger question. What is your biggest fear?
Ooh, biggest fear. I'll probably say my biggest fear is not giving my all.
That's common.
I think coming up short when I know I could have given more is my biggest fear. Because you can always give 100%. No matter what, so
yeah,
I think that's what it is. Just leave it all out there.
All right. Well, since school, guys, is starting next week here in Boise, Rocky just wants to be a part of the video. That's all right. But with school starting next week, I thought I would ask this. Growing up, what was your favorite school subject?
Oh, I'd be lying if I didn't say lunch. Lunch was my favorite, but probably English. English was probably my favorite. Because I do like to read and everything.
That's
so.
unique. I don't hear that a lot. Okay, is there anything particular in English that you like?
Just the
or
books.
enjoyed?
Just like kind of like researching the books that we read and everything. Like, the ones in high school and just kind of doing the summaries. I kind of liked it. I don't know why.
Go do the extra mile hard work, the extra credit, as I call it. Yeah. All right. Well, you kind of said where you went to college off the bat, but going to Northern Colorado, what did you study?
I studied human services.
Okay. What did you enjoy about that?
It's very hands-on. I like to help people, and so what I took that major for is the help of veterans with PTSD and mental health issues.
There you go.
So I wanted to get into that, and then baseball. I got a call about baseball, and I thought I'd do it again. So
there you go. Right. We need a lot. I mean, when it comes to mental health, PTSD, I mean, there's not a lot of people out there that have that job. We need more of that.
Absolutely, I agree.
So, all right, then who was your idol? If you could have an idol that was not like friends or family growing up, who would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. I want to say Nolan Ryan.
Even
though I didn't grow up with watching him play, I saw all of his highlights. I have his jersey upstairs. I collected his cards. That dude was just a great guy all around, real stand-up guy, and can throw a ball 100. So that's what I would have to say.
Throws like Mason Miller a little bit. I mean, literally. Okay. Well, then if Mr. Ryan, hey, I'm Ryan, and there you go. So that makes a lot of sense. He's probably saying that because my name's Ryan. But, but okay, well, that was your idol. Then who was your role model growing up? And that could be really anybody.
Oof. My dad. My
Your dad?
for sure. Yeah.
And what was that?
I mean, he's kind of got me into baseball.
Okay.
He played professional himself, the Oakland A's. So
Oh, there you
I
go.
was kind of bred to be a pitcher. So we
And
both
he was,
joked about.
I'm letting me guess, he was a pitcher.
He was. Yeah.
Okay.
High school, he was my coach all the way up till college. And,
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, just
Okay.
got to see him every day, and he's maybe the man I am today.
Does he watch your game too?
Oh, yeah.
On Flow? Okay.
He watches every game we call him.
Ah, there you go. All right. I love that. I love that. You know, you don't hear that a lot. You know, from baseball, you see mom, but dads are usually the ones that are like second. So, okay, I like that. Okay, well, if you guys don't know, this is a baseball question, but there is summer league baseball. In college, it's collegiate league. And where do you play collegiate ball at? Summer.
I started in the Appalachian League, and then I finished in the West Coast League with the Portland Pickles. So,
You got to tell us about your experience with the Portland Pickles.
I mean, it's a crazy experience.
Yeah, you got to.
That's some of the craziest baseball I've ever played, but the funnest also. Like, they
Yeah.
do everything right up there. They're very professional, but they also like to be weird and have fun with it. So.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I really have. But if you guys have not seen a video of Murphy Geinger on the Portland Pickles, he caught a ball off the bat with his bare hand and got it out. So if you actually see that video, it is on YouTube, by the way, so go check that video out. But and then you played with the Northern Colorado Bears. I'm very familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like that?
I loved it. It was nice to go back home, especially after being away at COVID and everything. So being able to be 45 minutes from my house and my family can come watch me was very special. So.
And then what conference is that again?
The Summit League.
Summit, okay. They, if you guys remember 2020, Boise State's home opener for baseball was against Northern Colorado. So, and all that. You weren't on the team with them, were you? I don't.
No.
No. All right.
No, not that.
I was gonna say if you weren't and we didn't get a photo, that would be very weird. But and all that. Well, if you, I know a lot of athletes. I've spoke to Cam about this. I've spoke to a lot of guys about this. But is there a favorite jersey number you have?
Yeah, mine's 33. That's always been my lucky number,
Okay.
my favorite number.
And no, he is not 33 on the
You know,
Hawks.
unfortunately not. JC's got that one under wraps.
Well, JC's earned it, especially with the night he had last night.
Yeah.
And all that, taking a beating. Okay. Is there like, why makes 33 so special for you?
I've worn it since I was a kid, since
Okay.
like T-ball, and it was also my dad's number when he played professional.
Makes
So
sense.
yeah, it's kind of been in the family forever.
Family number, we should just put that in your family. I mean, that number, there you go. Every athlete in your family has to wear that number, okay. All right. Well, guys, now I have the baseball in my hand. I'm going to give it over to Murphy. You're a pitcher. So what pitches do you throw?
So I got a four-seam fastball, obviously.
Okay.
And then, so I throw over the top and sidearm.
Mm-hmm.
So the four-seam stays the same here and here. And then it's a two-seam over the top and sidearm. So, and then I'll throw a cutter, sidearm. So that's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Curveball just over the top, a little knuckle curve. And change up. And then I got the splitter, too.
Okay.
So I throw a variety of pitches, a lot of them. It's tough for the catchers to kind of call.
Yeah. Is there a favorite pitch you have?
Definitely my curveball.
Curveball?
Curveball splitter. Splitter kind
Curveball,
of comes out like a
splitter.
knuckleball, so it's fun to throw.
If you guys don't know, every pitcher usually throws a curveball, but I was able to look this up earlier this morning before Murphy. A splitter, guys, is usually thrown only by 15% of pitchers that are not in MLB. So it is not a common pitch, but it is a really good pitch if you can have command to it. And Rocky's going to stay here, okay? Rocky, all right. But yeah, I did not know. I like So you're going to be you're a pitcher, obviously. You're. I wish you were a starter. That would be nice. But
Cool.
we maybe talk to Sean about that.
That's great. I was a starter in college too.
I mean,
Yeah. So.
see, I got to talk to Sean about that now. He's the pitching coach. He's in charge of all that. But what made you a pitching?
Just kind of, I always could throw the ball hard when I was little, and I really could not hit. So the only place you can go is on the mound.
Okay, that made. Well, that's the thing, and guys. That's the thing. Pitchers are always told that they can't hit. Obviously, you got Ohtani. You got Bumgarner. Bumgarner doesn't need to be a pitcher. He could be a two-way. He could be Ohtani, but. Yeah, that's why a lot of guys go into pitching. They cannot hit. But guys, you may not know it. Hardest thing to do in baseball is to hit a baseball.
Absolutely.
So I mean, if you're going to go the pitching, it's an easier route. Not unless you can hit. But
I'd rather be the guy throwing the ball.
yeah, I'd rather. Yeah. Well, I mean, you have your own little mound and all that, so you don't have to share it with a batter. No offense to all you hitters out there, but all right, guys. So earlier this year, something very unique happened. The Boise Hawks took on the Northern Colorado Owls, which are now the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, and Murphy got to go on that road trip, and he got to stay with his family. How was that?
That was a lot of fun. Kind of a best of both worlds on that one.
Okay.
Because being out here in Boise, it's kind of tough to get out. So having the opportunity to go home and sleep in my own bed and hang out with my family.
Yeah.
That's special, and I know they loved it too. So.
But here's what was unique about it, guys. They had to play games at 10 o'clock in the morning in front of no fans. So it was very, very odd. No one could watch the game, obviously, unless you were in. And you got a pitch in that series, right?
Yeah, twice. So I got it twice on that one.
How was that? I mean, pitching in front of no one, obviously.
It felt like COVID. It honestly felt like COVID.
Yeah.
It was so funny. We kept throwing balls in the stands, like we're throwing them in the fans. But no one's there.
Yeah. Pretend to sign an autograph. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean. But yeah, and I think that was a stadium you grew up going to, right?
Yep, I went to it a lot when the Rockies were affiliated.
Yeah, obviously. So in case you don't know, that's in Colorado Springs, the home of the Pioneer League Rocky Mountain Vibes. That used to be a AAA team.
Yep.
And that stadium used to be a AAA stadium. But yeah, I always, obviously we took that series 5 out of 6, but I mean, I just imagine you're used to fans, and so it had to be a little creepy in a way.
It was definitely creepy.
Yeah. Well, I guess you won't. You're the away team, so you didn't have to deal with fans saying you suck.
Exactly. That was good.
But I think you would rather have a little noise. But okay. Well, this is a question my mom always asks everybody. But if baseball did not work out. And I think from what you just told me a few minutes ago, I think I know what you would do. But if baseball did not work out for you, what would you do in professional?
I would probably try to get back in that human service and mental health.
I'm a genius.
But I also want to get into coaching too. I think that would be a great
good,
route for me. Just kind of hang around baseball still and kind of pass on what I learned.
What level would you want to coach at then? College, okay. And let me guess, it would be the Bears, right?
It would start out with the Bears,
Okay.
yes. Hopefully I work my way to the Boise Hawks.
Yeah, we would love that. I mean, man, we need coaching on the Hawks this year. I mean, good Lord. But, okay, well, what's your favorite baseball movie?
Oh, that's a tough one.
And that is a tough one.
That's a tough one.
There's so many good ones out there.
So I got to say two. So
Okay.
one of my favorites is Field of Dreams.
Okay, that's a great one.
Me and Raina's favorite though is For the Love of the Game with Billy Chapel.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
I have not watched that movie in a while, but I watched it all the time growing up, and it is a good movie.
It's so good.
But
It's
I like
heart-wrenching.
Field of Dreams a little bit better. Especially they were able to do that for an MLB, and they haven't done it in a while.
Yeah,
So
that's sweet though.
it really was. And my host brother got to play in that game actually with the Cubbies, so that was pretty cool. Okay, what was your all-time favorite baseball moment?
Oh, probably like what you said earlier, catching that ball barehanded.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
was the most athletic thing I'll ever do in my life.
Hey, I mean, you don't see that a lot, and it had to hurt, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sting a
Once
little
the
bit.
adrenaline wore off, then
Okay.
it definitely stung.
And then this was not on my questions, but there is a big pitching matchup tonight at Dodger Stadium between Max Scherzer and Clinton Kershaw. It'll be the fourth time they've met in their career, one-on-one, opposing. Who do you got in that?
I got Kershaw.
Okay.
I got Kershaw. But
I had to ask. I had to ask.
I mean, I don't know why. That's the gut feeling right now. I think he's going to wear him out with that big 12-6 curveball.
Okay,
And just
that
kinda
makes
pound
sense.
the zone up and away. So,
There you go.
I'm calling 6 strikeouts.
On Kershaw.
I'm saying the 6.5 is the line.
6.5. That's well. Last Friday he started against the Rays and he got 7. So back-to-back Friday nights possibly. But all right, guys, that is my all I have for you with Murphy Geinger. Murphy, thank you
Absolutely.
for taking your
Appreciate
time.
that. Absolutely.
And my surprise announcement, guys, tomorrow I will be at the Bees Vegas game in Salt Lake City for AAA. We will have footage from there as well, as long as my next guest on the channel. And it's actually unique, guys. My next guest is going to be Grand Junction Jackalope manager Frank Gonzalez, who is a Boise Hawk manager in 2015. That interview is coming in a few weeks. But all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday. As always, Murphy, thank you.
Yeah, of course, brother.
And didn't you do a good job? All right, see you guys.
See you guys.